Hey, Genesis family. This past Sunday, as part of our Ancient Paths series, I preached a sermon on fasting, and I'm very encouraged by the response I've received. Several of you have indicated that you're going to join with me in a regular rhythm of fasting each Wednesday. So I wanted to send this follow-up to provide clarifications and reminders about fasting. If you were not with us on Sunday, let me encourage you to go back and listen to that message, for it provides context for what I'm sharing. First, to clarify, our fast begins after dinner on Tuesday and it ends at dinner on Wednesday. We are essentially fasting through breakfast and lunch every Wednesday. In that 24-hour period of time between dinners on Tuesday and Wednesday, I consume nothing but water and give extra energy in prayer. Now, if you are new to fasting, you might consider just fasting through one of those meals, either through breakfast or through lunch. It takes time for our bodies to get adjusted to these kind of things. So if you do that and you start for a couple weeks doing that, you may be able to build up to this 24-hour fast. Also, you need to drink plenty of water. In that 24-hour time period, I drink at least 3 of these. That's 96 ounces of water. In many ways, I'm replacing everything with pure filtered water. It's a way of detoxing my soul and giving me what at least my body craves and needs, which is water. So you'll need to drink plenty of water if you're joining in this fast, and you might need to take it slow. Remember, fasting is a discipline, and it doesn't always return immediate results. It's over the long course of time that you will reap the spiritual rewards. In fact, many of you might find it indeed a great struggle to fast in these early days. You're having to deal with headaches and things like that, and nausea, and your body is craving things, and your stomach is growling. These are the ways in which we are able to exercise our spiritual discipline. Remember, the purposes for fasting are to cultivate hunger for God, to amplify our prayers, to do spiritual battle for our neighbors, and to bring justice to our world. If we have that focus on fasting, that helps us stick to it. Now, let me also remind you that fasting has a cousin, abstinence. Not everybody is able to fast in this way. Sometimes we have medical reasons. Sometimes we're taking medicine. Sometimes it's certain seasons and stages of life that do not allow us to do this kind of fasting. But abstinence is a way to participate in this. Through abstinence, we give up something that is part of our normal rhythm. Maybe we give up coffee or soda or meat. It has to be something that we regularly, daily consume, that we decide that for this 24-hour period of time, I'm going to take out so that I can fill it with what God wants to fill it with. So abstinence is not a secondary thing. It may be what you are able to do, and that means it's God's will for you. So let me encourage you, fast with me. Abstain if you need to in order to participate in this fast. And I hope that we can break this fast together for Wednesday night encounter. Let me remind you also of what happens when we fast. We cultivate hunger for God. We amplify our prayers. We do spiritual battle for our neighbors. We bring justice to the world. If we have the right spirit about fasting, we will become more energized the more that we do it. In fact, during these moments of fasting, we might want to focus those prayers on a particular situation within our family where we're able to do spiritual battle with and for somebody else. Maybe we set aside this time to focus in on things like our election and the state of our politics and the world affairs. That's a good thing to focus our prayers upon as we come to this time of fasting. Remember, in this fast, we are focusing on personal spiritual growth, the needs of our family, the ministry and needs of our church, and the world in which we live. Once again, if you listen to that message, that provides some more understanding about what we're aiming for in this corporate fast. Every Wednesday, an opportunity for you and I to come together, to unite together and pray not just with our minds, but pray with our bodies, to posture ourselves before God, to let God know how serious we are about growing spiritually and about how serious we are of seeing his kingdom come in the world. As a reminder, we also have resources on Right Now Media from John Mark Comer on Practicing the Way. There's a whole thing on fasting. There's a book resource that we have, God's Chosen Fast. If you ask me for it, I'll make sure that you get the information about how you can order it. God is calling us to something, and fasting and prayer is the way and the path through which we will accomplish it. I hope to see you Sunday.